Welcome to our first vlog. So, I was supposed to start recording this earlier today, but unfortunately, I was not able to. But here we are. So this morning got off to a rough start. The toddler was supposed to go to school today, like normal. And he just wasn't feeling great. Like, he just was not having a great day. So he didn't go. Hold on. Let me try to fix this. Okay. So the toddler wasn't having a good day. He just was really tired, so we let him stay home, which is completely fine. But that just meant that my whole morning was just like not where it was supposed to be. So now I'm about to go run some errands. So the first stop that we're gonna make is to the Atlanta Harvest Farm, which is a Black-owned farm in the Ellenwood area. We like to get a lot of like our Seamoss and honey from there because all their vendors are Black-owned vendors, and I love to be able to support like Black farmers and Black businesses as well. So we're gonna stop by there and grab a few things. We've been getting stuff from Atlanta Harvest since we moved down to Georgia. So they also have a CSA box, and we've been getting their CSA box. We got their CSA box for about a year, and really enjoyed it. But because our little one like doesn't eat a lot of stuff, he just mostly eats like fruits and vegetables. We were having a lot of like waste from the boxes because we weren't even though we were a family of 3 at that point, there was not enough like stuff being cooked to actually justify continuing to get the boxes. So we kept them for about a year, but at some point it just didn't make sense to keep them anymore. But we still go. So they have an open market basically every day of the week but Saturday. So Saturdays they're closed, and so you can go in person and grocery shop like how you would grocery shop anywhere else as well. So we are headed there. God, it's so hot out there. So I wanted to vlog while I was shopping, but of course they're playing some music that I know YouTube will definitely have an issue with the music playing in the background. But you guys were able to see that when I first got there, I went to their refrigerator section where they have like Seamoss, they have butter, lamb, eggs, basically like, you know, the things that you would possibly, you know, want to get from a farm. And so I was able to get some Seamoss from there. And then I went over and looked at the tea section. And so I was looking for a allergy tea because I know that I've seen it here previously. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to find it, but I was able to find a cold chest tea. So I'm hoping that that definitely helps. And then I got a Milk Mama's tea. Right now I'm not having any issues with pumping, but I figure if I start having any issue with milk production, I would rather use their tea than like one of these teas that I can get from like Target or whatever. So I picked up one of their teas. And then the other thing that I purchased was some honey. I love their honey. I was looking for a big jar and unfortunately only saw a small jar. So I went ahead and got the small one, which means that I probably will be back pretty soon to get another one. Instead of buying two, I just went ahead and got the one. And then I also picked up some eggs. And then I saw that they had some peaches, and you know, we're in Georgia, so if I see some peaches and they're ripe and they're soft, I'm gonna go ahead and get them. So I got those as well. And then I had this great conversation with one of the women at the front who was working, and she had a little baby on her back and she was eating, and we just got to chatting. And I was telling her that she asked me if I had a YouTube channel, and I told her that I did, and I started vlogging after having a home birth. And she was like, oh, she had a home birth too with another midwife who is in Georgia. Well, she attempted a home birth and ended up being transferred for a VBAC after having had a C-section previously. And so it was just good to like chat with her. And she actually told me that she had a recommendation for a OBGYN in the area who is pro midwife. And that is like very uncommon. A lot of OBGYNs are not pro midwife because of, you know, the issues that they think exist, or like their own preconceived biases and notions or whatever. So I got that information. I'm so excited because I'm looking for a, you know, GYN that I can use on the regular. And so I'm definitely going to be checking this person out. I'm very, very excited. And then just kind of chatted with her for a little bit, and now am on my way out. So you guys will be able to see some of the things that I grabbed. But if you're ever in the South Georgia area and want to support, you know, local Black farmers, definitely check out Atlanta Harvest on the same property that the grocery store is. You can also actually see like they have goats and lambs on the property, as well as a lot of the stuff they grow is here too. So the woman at the front was actually eating fresh muscadines like in real time here. So super cool. Check them out, and I'll catch y'all back up later this week when I'm headed to the next spot. About for a little walk and figured it'd be a good opportunity for a story time from last night. So last night I'm nursing the baby, laying on the bed, and my husband's laying beside me. He's chilling, taking a little nap, and the bedroom door's open. So I look down and see something like in the door frame of the door. So I freak out like, oh my God, it's a bug, like something big, what is going on, whatever. All of a sudden that starts hopping. I was like, oh no. I looked down, it's a frog like this big. I was like, oh, somebody gotta come get this. So I wake my husband up, shaking him or whatever, and I'm like, babe, it's a frog in the house, He's all groggy like, what? It's no frog, what you talking about? So of course he don't believe me because he don't believe me. So I'm like, it's a frog, you need to wake up, you need to get it. So finally he wakes up to get the frog. And he's standing he gets up out the bed and stands like in the corner or whatever. And he's like, just looking. And I'm like, do you not see it? Is it gone? He's like, oh no, I see it. I just don't want to get away. I don't know what to do. I'm like, sir, you need to get something to get this frog. So he gets up, and I'm like, go into the closet and get a shoebox. So he's in the room, the closet for mad long. I'm like, sir, get a box. Finally, he gets a box, puts the frog in. He's like, I don't know how I'm going to get it out the room. You got to slide it out, sir. So he slides it out, manages to get it out the front door. Everything's fine. But the funniest part about this story is that this is the second time that I've had a frog in my house. So I lived in South Florida for like 6 months when I graduated out of undergrad. And one night, it's like 2 a.m. I get up, go to the bathroom, and I'm sitting on the toilet, and I look down, and there's two pair of eyes looking back up at me. And I'm looking at it, and it's looking at me. And it was a damn frog, like a little baby frog. And I had to get it out of my room then, too. And so I'm just like, what is up with me and these frogs? So anyway, I did some research to find out about, like, frogs coming into your home or whatever. And apparently, they are a sign of good luck and prosperity. So we're going to speak all of that into existence. Yeah. But I'm taking a little stroll right now. I didn't get a chance to exercise yesterday. Yesterday, my whole kind of exercise vibe was off. But got on my Morgan hat, trying to keep the sun out of my eyes because it's not that warm today. Like, it feels good, but you know that sun is no joke. And we're gonna enjoy the rest of the day. So later today, I actually have my postpartum wellness appointment. And so, you know, as you know, I had a home birth at home with a midwife. But unfortunately, my midwife transitioned. She passed away maybe 2.5 weeks after I had my baby. She was in her 70s. And unfortunately, you know, we're just losing a lot of granny midwives around the country. Our Black granny midwives are transitioning and joining the ancestral realm. And so I wasn't able to like finish my postpartum services with her. So I went ahead and made an appointment with an OBGYN just to do like a cervical check and look at my prolapse and make sure everything's fine. So we will be headed there later this afternoon. Okay, this has been marinating for, I don't know, maybe an hour. Gonna put it on the stove. Let's go. Okay, so I'm finally about to start cooking this chicken. I recently, my mom got these cute little oil storage bottles. So I take any oil I have, olive oil, avocado oil, whatever I'm using to cook, and I take the top off and put it inside and then throw the bottle away. So it's a really cute little way to jazz up my kitchen. So I did actually end up taking y'all to my postpartum appointment today. So I'm 7 weeks postpartum. I'll be 8 weeks on Friday. And I just had a really good experience with my OBGYN, surprisingly enough. I thought she was gonna like have something weird to say, because, you know, I had a home birth with a midwife. And she was like, oh, you had the baby, you had the home birth. Oh, that's great. How was everything? Vaginal birth, everything was fine. I was like, yep, everything was good. And then I told her that I was experiencing some prolapse. She was like, prolapse? You're too young for prolapse. Let me take a look. And she took a look and she was like, oh, actually your cervix and your vagina is fine. She was like, you are experiencing some prolapse from your bladder. She's like, but that's common with a vaginal birth. She said, you just need to do some pelvic floor exercises and you should be fine. And I was like, look at God. I will let y'all know how that, like, you know, the exercise recovery goes. And I have started doing some pelvic floor exercises already. I'm just trying to see if this pan is hot. I've already started doing some pelvic floor exercises, so I'm definitely on the road to recovery there. But I was just glad to hear that everything was great at the visit. She also took her time. She also had a practicing nurse practitioner with her, and so like that was a really good interaction and engagement. So overall, good engagement. I was thinking about changing my OBGYN for the GYN work to a new doctor's office, but the last few interactions with her have actually been really good, so I don't really have any reason for switching. So I'm gonna stick with her for now, and she's relatively close to my house, and it's not like a long trek, so I'm feeling that. So I'm gonna start cooking this chicken, and hopefully we'll be eating soon. But thanks for joining me for this, you know, 2 days in a life vlog, and I will check y'all in my next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. subscribe, share with your friends as well. And if you have any ideas for things you would love to see, definitely put it down in the comments because I would love to hear it. All right. Peace.